Good morning, Chair, Co-Chair and participants. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for providing me such an opportunity. Myself, Kushbu Chandra from DRPCA of USA, and the topic of my talk is genetic variability in morpho, physio, biochemical and quality traits in Indian mustard genotypes under rain-fed moisture stressed condition. The topic itself justifies that research was conducted by keeping today's climatic changing scenario into consideration. Nowadays, two vital abiotic stress, water and heat stress, predominantly affecting the productivity of crop. The main reason why I choose the Indian mustard as a crop for research, as this crop has potential to withstand rain-fed moisture stressed conditions. Now coming to the introduction, Indian mustard Brassica gentiana with genomic constitution AABB chromosome number 36 is amphidiploid in nature. India occupies third position in area and production after Canada and China and seventh position in productivity. India has 20.8% of global area under oilseed crop and its productivity is less than 10%. Less in productivity as reason is that mostly cultivated under rain-fed, it covers an area of 8.5% with marginal and sub-marginal land holdings with poor soil and resource constrained condition. During the period of yellow revolution, oilseed mainly mustard rapeseed group plays a vital role in providing this self-sufficiency. Now, as we all know that the backbone of any breeding program is variability. We are selecting because a genotype shows a variability. Now coming to my objective. The objective of my research work is assessing genetic worth of the yield and its contributing trait, mainly by assessing the variability and heritability in morpho, physio, biochemical and quality attributes. Now coming to the methodology, there are 20 genotypes which can be procured from different AI Crib centers across India. They are shown in 3 replications in randomized complete block design under 4 conditions E1, E2, E3 and E4. E1 in inside runoff shelter, E2 in rain-fed condition, E3 only one irrigation at 45 days after sowing at pre-flowering stage, and in E4 there are 2 irrigation, one at pre-flowering stage, another one at pod formation stage, that is at 65 days after sowing. Here check is Varuna, which is the national check. Row to row spacing and plant to plant spacing is 30 cm and 10 cm respectively. Fertilizer application in E1, E2 is basal dose only, that is 40 20 20 40 NPKs, and in E3 and E4 along with basal dose we are applying 40 N as a top dressing. Thinning was done at 14 days after sowing. And now coming to the result. The major finding was that all characters are showing variability except for these 10 traits which are listed here. The character which exhibited superiority over national check Varuna under E1, E2, E3 and also proved over environments are DPM, HFPB, RM, RGR, SLW, chlorophyll content, LMSI, RWC, catalase activity, peroxidase activity, grain yield and oil yield. Now root parameter characters, root mass and physiological trait RGR, LI, SLW, chlorophyll content, LMSI, ELW, RWC, catalase activity show superiority in all these genotypes. Now in table, it's shown that, and here mentioned also, wide variation observed for the trait, which was marked with yellow color, showing wide variation resulting in their influence of environment over these traits ranges from moderate to high. So going for selection of these traits will misguide and mislead us. Now high heritability and coupled with high genetic advance for these traits listed in different environmental conditions E1, E2, E3 and E4 showing these traits are fixable, additive gene effect and cannot be segregating in further generation if we can select and go for further breeding programs. Finally, I would like to conclude the topic. Now considering the branching behavior, HFPB, PVP, SDP, SLW catalase activity showing high heritability coupled with high genetic advance. It means if the branching initiation point lowers its height, will accumulate more number of primary branch, will in turn there will be more number of secondary, tertiary branches. Over these branches, number of siliqua will increase, number of pod will increase. This will in turn increase the seed inside the siliqua and ultimately there is an enhancement in the grain yield. SLW will directly affect the specific leaf area which enhances the bio, which has its contribution towards the biomass, which ultimately affects the grain yield. Catalase activity will prevent the plant during the phenological stages to cope up with the stressed condition. Here is the moisture stressed condition. All the genotypes showing significant variability for all the traits studied, and most of the genotype will show superiority for more than 2-3 traits common in 2-3 genotypes. Now, the genotypes out of 20, Rajant Suflam best suited in this condition for 24 traits, Rohini for 14 traits, NRCDR2 for 12 traits, KMR 10-2 for PKRS 28, Maya for 11 traits, and RH8814 for 10 traits. And at last, I would like to thank to all the IACRIP Center for providing me material and DRMR Bharatpur for allowing me to carry out my physiological and biochemical laboratory experiment. Thank you.